morning. The big day has arrived for me. Can't wait till my subscribers tune in. I hope they do. Because I talk about going down this Lehigh River in my whitewater kayak. And nobody ever gets to see me do it. But today is the day. It's probably around 7 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. July 12th. Probably won't get on the river till noon. I'm just walking the dog now. Walking the dog now. Dog needs to be walked. That's the only thing I regret, is that I'm going to be gone all day. And my poor dog, he's going to be slightly lonely. My other half will be here. But she doesn't walk the dog. Not like I can. She'll let him run around. Well, she lets him run around, so that's good. She lets him out the door and doesn't really keep an eye on him. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. But my plans are, well, let's talk about the river first. I got up, I took all my medication. I checked the weather. It's cloudy right now, but I was checking the weather, and it's supposed to be sunny. It's supposed to go up to like 83 today. 83 is perfect for walking around, but I kind of wish it was a little warmer. Because that river's always chilly. Water's coming from the bottom of a dam and down deep, and normally the river's cold. Thank you for the like. So the weather's going to be decent. The dam is actually releasing just over 800 cubic feet per second. 500 is a bare minimum. So it's going to be 300 cubic feet per second over the bare minimum. We plan on getting down to the river around noon. It's our first time out, but we still plan on playing on that river a lot. When people do the whitewater kayak thing, they just don't go right down the river. Knox Duncan, yo, yo, yo. Telling the folks about the adventures that my friend and I are going to do today, Knox. We're going to run the Lehigh River today. And I'm going to try to live stream it. I've been telling all my subscribers all about it for the longest time, but today we're actually going to do it, Knox. My friend drove up from Maryland. He's got his own boat. I have my own boat. We'll be down at the launch site by noon. And we're going down the river. And I plan on live streaming it the best I can. Now it is in a gorge, so the reception may stink. But Knox Duncan, I will at least do I'll upload a lot of shorts if the reception ain't so great. I'll at least upload a lot of shorts. I'll pull over in the middle of rapids or at the top or the bottom of rapids, and I'll take video of all the kayakers and rafters doing their thing today. So I'm just walking the dog now. I plan on, he wants to take me out to breakfast. I'll probably just have some coffee. Maybe pack a lunch. Because we're out on the river for hours and hours. Somebody's coming. I gotta be careful with the doggy. We're out on the river for hours and hours. Hi there. My dog's happy. And he's wagging his tail. Must be a good person, because my dog knows good people from bad people. He was wagging his tail. Sometimes he's afraid of people, but not that guy. I also plan on stopping at this place called Lunch Rock. It's halfway down Knox. Halfway down the river. And it's this big rock where all the rafters and kayakers and canoe people, they all pull over and have lunch. And that in and of itself is pretty interesting, Knox. Because everybody, they're halfway down the river, they're all singing songs. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. Thank you for the like, by the way. I appreciate it. I should have cleaned up for this, but who the hell cares? Going on a river. I'm going to be a river maggot today. I'm going to be amongst the many. The dam's putting out 800 cubic feet per second. That's a low level. It's not a high level. It's above the minimum. It's above the minimum paddle level. Back in the day when they used to call it a so-called dam release, that's a new house, by the way. Nobody has moved in there yet. It's still up on cinder blocks. They haven't even put steps in the front door yet. That house went up overnight. I mean, literally overnight. I seen the heavy equipment clearing the land. That took a little while. But that's a prefabricated house, and they just drove in and slapped it up overnight. Well, anyway. Friend came up from Maryland. He's got his boat, his kayak. I got all my gear out yesterday, and I hosed the inside of the kayak out. It was full of spider webs and stuff. Last time I paddled was probably the beginning of September of last year, or the end of, I don't know, September of last year was the last time I was out on the river. So it's going to be my first time out. I'm slightly nervous. I shouldn't be. I have 40 years of experience of whitewater kayaking experience. But for some reason, when I get out on the river the first time, I'm slightly nervous. I don't know why, but I am. That usually goes away by the time I'm halfway through the first rapid, because all my skill level comes back and the butterflies go away. And it's only normal to be nervous your first time out. You know, you're putting, whenever your life is in mortal danger, it's normal to be nervous. But I know I'm going to be fine. I always tell myself, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? I flip upside down. I bang my head off the bottom of the river on the rocks. I'm wearing a helmet, so I won't get hurt. Can't roll up, but I can't roll up. So I'll have to come out of my boat and take a nasty swim through class 2, class 3 rapids. That's what happened to me last year. I was doing real good. And it was right after Lunch Rock, too. It was on a rapid called No Way. The name of the rapid is No Way because at low levels, it looks like there's no way through it. And at high levels, there's no way you can stay dry. So I took a nasty swim on the rapid called No Way. at the worst part of the rapid to boot. And I lived. And I actually didn't even bother me. So when I got down to the bottom of the rapid, I got my boat and my paddle and got my act together and continued on. So that's the worst that could happen, a nasty swim. I have wet gear, meaning like a neoprene Farmer's John paddle suit. So that'll keep me warm, even if the river water's slightly chilly. I checked the river water, it's 70 degrees. It's gonna go up to 70, the river water today. Then that's actually pretty warm for the Lehigh. The warmest I've ever seen that river was around 73 degrees. My dog's chasing after a deer right now. He does this every day. Runs after the wildlife, little bastard. So I've been building up to this for the longest time, ever since I started live streaming. Talked about this whole Whitewater River thing. So that's it, man. That's what we're gonna do. So, forgetting the river for now, I'm gonna try to do my normal routine until that time comes. And that is, I'm gonna clean up the lake area. I'm gonna get some coffee. Have a cup of coffee first. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll clean up the lake area. All my river gear's out already. All I have to do is throw it in the back of this truck. Maybe straighten up the house. We were sitting around watching TV last night. I gotta make sure I have everything in for the people who are staying back at the house. Make sure they have their milk and their beer and their snacks. Because I won't be at or near my house from probably like 10:30 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 10:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. So I gotta make sure that everybody's cool at the house. So I'll do one little food run, beer run for them guys. Straighten up the lake. And I guess that's about it. It's cloudy now, but I checked the weather. I'm supposed to get sunny, go up to 83. And that's for where I live at. Perhaps down by near the river, since it's more exposed to the sunlight. I'm like, surrounded by trees, and it's always shady around here. So it might be slightly warmer on the river. Might go up to like 85 on the river. I was just walking past the house and noticed they had several kayaks. They had an inflatable kayak and one sit on top, and another lake kayak. That's completely different compared to what we do. My friend and I, we have whitewater boats. They're designed specifically for rapids. They're not meant to go distance. They're meant to be on a river to play in rapids and be able to deal with swift currents and hydraulics and things like that. Little bastard, he's eating the grass. Now when the grass is full of dew and he licks the grass, that makes sense. But why they eat grass, I'll never know. He always faces away from the camera, too. Dog must be camera shy. Come on, mister. Daddy's got a long day, son. Stop playing cow and let's go. Can somebody tell me why dogs eat grass? My last dog ate grass, too. What is so attractive with grass? Look, it's a lot of work to eat grass. He's not a cow. The mouth is not designed to chew grass like a cow. But yet he loves it. Go figure. Come on, son, let's go. No more playing cow, mister. He is handsome though, ain't he? I rarely get face shots, so I'm gonna show his face. He is a handsome dog. My God, I love this animal. Ain't he a handsome dog? Little bastard. Why is he eating the grass though? Come on. No more playing cow, mister. Daddy's on a schedule today. You're holding Daddy up, son. You're holding him up. Got a lot to do. Don't tell me Murphy's Law neither. I speak dog, by the way. He just said Murphy's Law, Dad. Something can go wrong, it will. And if there's anything I could do to help it go wrong, I'll help. Fiacia Aria Nabila. Hi. How are you today? Fiacia Aria. I'm not good at names, so I'm sorry. I do the best I can. Faisha, 2 A's, 3 A's in a row. So that's some sort of, I don't know how one would pronounce that. But hi, how you doing? That's Roni. R-O-N-I. Roni. Like macaroni, rice-a-roni. Rice-a-roni. The San Francisco treat. So, I'm just going to say your last name. Nabiaha. How you doing, Nabiaha? That's my doggy. And he's eating grass. Nabiaha. Why do dogs eat grass? Could never figure that one out. Why is my dog eating grass? Nabiaha. Can you tell me? Please tell me why my doggy's eating grass. I will never figure that one out. There's the doggy doing the whitewater kayak thing today. Not the lake. This is where I live. That's where I used to practice, on this lake. Practice my Eskimo roll, you know. That's when you flip upside down in a kayak and you got to right yourself. A lake is a perfect place to practice. That in a swimming pool. I paddled for like 5 years before I developed my whitewater roll. And rolling on a lake and in a swimming pool are two different stories. When you're on a river and you get flipped upside down, it's probably because you're in a rough spot. That's what flipped you upside down in the first place. And it's not like you could just like open your eyes. I open my eyes anyway underwater. And I look for the, and I reach up, I push my paddle up out of the water, and I execute my roll. And I have a good combat roll. I can roll on both sides. Combat roll means you have to roll in action. In other words, you're paddling through a rapid, something flips you, a rock or a hydraulic or another kayak or some raft dude ran you over. A bunch of rafting people might run you over because they don't care. They don't know what they're doing anyway. They're down there singing row, row, row your boat, and they're in their own little world. And you flip upside down, you got to roll back up in your boat. Took me a couple years to get a good combat roll in the river. Before I learned my combat roll, you're being held upside down underwater because the boat holds you upside down. You're wearing a helmet, but your head is scraping off the bottom of the river in some cases. Your head's banging off rocks. Trust me, I got plenty of scratches in my helmet. And you have to come out of the boat and go for a nasty swim. That's what it's about. Some people, it doesn't bother them at all. They think it's fun. But I never liked swimming class 3 water. Your head keeps going under. You keep hitting big waves. You get pushed through holes and hydraulics. You get hung up in eddies and swift currents. Some people think that's fun, but I don't like being at the mercy of the river, being thrashed around. But when you're in that situation, the best thing you could do is try to get your paddle, not necessarily your boat, because your boat will float down to the calm spot. Boats are always recoverable, but paddles aren't so easy. So if you're swimming through a rapid, the best thing you should do is grab your paddle and swim with your feet facing downstream. And when you hit rocks and stuff like that, you try to hit them with your feet and bounce off it that way. Never swim with your head facing downstream. That's the worst thing you could do. And you just sort of do like the backstroke with your legs facing downstream and push off all the rocks that you hit and stuff. And then if you're lucky, you can catch an eddy in the middle of the rapid. But most of the time, you just get flushed down to the bottom. I like that word flush, because it's kind of like you're getting flushed down the toilet. That's what rapids are like. Going through a class 3 rapid without your boat is kind of like being flushed down the toilet. You kind of feel like a turd. Your head goes underwater, and you got to and you're scared to death. I don't care how brave you are. You're scared to death. I know I am. So you're breathing heavy. You got to time your breaths. Hopefully no swims for Richard today. I have a good roll on both sides. It means I could right myself. I know the river so well. I've been down the river so many times. If I said I've been down that river 500 times, that would be an underestimation. I only live a mile from the river, 2 at the most. And I know the river like the back of my hand. So I know what the rapids look like. I know where all the good lines are. Lines mean which direction, how to go about negotiating through the whitewater. So I know where all the lines are. Basically on this river, you sort of just go down the center. But as in any class 3 water, class 3 rapids, you do have to do some steering. If you don't steer, you'll definitely crash into rocks and go for nasty swims. That's what it's all about. Let me show you my friend's boat. There's my friend's boat right there. He's up from Maryland. Can't see my boat. My dog's sitting here right now. He always does this to me. He knows that I want to go in the house, but he does this to spite me. So I'm just going to unhook him. And I'm going to walk back. Oh, now he knows. I unhooked him. Roly-polies. That's a happy dog. That's a happy dog. Roni, the happy dog. Roni. Roni. How you gonna be bad today, mister? You're gonna have to be bad for mommy. Because daddy's gonna be out all day. Daddy's going down the river. Isn't he handsome? Isn't that little sucker a handsome dog? That's what they say, a dog's life. He's leading a dog's life. Meaning he's very happy. Got a happy dog. Happy, happy, happy. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Nobody's down the lake yet. He's looking down the lake. He likes to chase the wildlife around. And that's good because I want them geese out of there. I clean up their duty every day. They should have flown the coop by now. That job should have been over, but it's not. All right, son, we're going back. Here's my workshop. That's where I build all my fireworks. I'm a pyrotechnician. When you go to fireworks displays and you see them fireworks shoot up in the air, I'm one of the guys who build them. That's my job, man. It's not a job, it's actually a hobby. It's fun. That's my dog. And I don't get paid to build fireworks, just a hobby. There he goes, rolling around again. So, there's my friend's boat. We had a barbecue last night. There's my boat. Oh no. My dog just took off after deer. Every time. I see him. Oh, good. Come here, Roni. Come here. Hey, come here. Roni. Come here. You're never going to catch him, son. You're never going to catch a deer, dog. You're not fast enough. That's what I get for taking him off the leash. Oh, there's my neighbor with her dogs. I gotta go. Well, at least I know I'm gonna be able to get them now. That's Peanut and I forget their names. Peanut and somebody else. Her name's Linda. She has a boxer and a Shih Tzu. Peanut and I forget. Elsie or something. Come here, son. Come here, mister. You got him? No, I got him.
Well, I can get
I know. Come here.
That's nice.
Okay. I'm going down the river today, Linda.
You are, good.
Yeah.
My granddaughter's probably working.
She works for Whitewater Challengers, right? Yeah.
Well, she works for both of them.
Okay.
But,
This is the time of year.
Whitewater Challenger.
This is that time of year. My first time out.
This year?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'll be all right.
Are you just going yourself? Or
No, my friend's up from Maryland.
Oh, nice.
So we go together. I taught him how to paddle a long time ago.
The water's high.
It's okay. It's okay. We have had a lot of rain, but yeah. Is everything else all right?
Yeah, same old.
I hear you.
I don't have much excitement.
The lakes, they're fixing up the lake really nice. I don't know. Yeah.
Ways to spend our money.
And I
You
go.
know what all those poles are for?
I know what they're for.
For what?
That's what people been driving over them junction boxes and cracking the lids. So they put them poles up so the cars don't destroy them junction boxes anymore. Yes. The junction boxes are everywhere. And the cars have been accidentally driving over them. So that, but you notice we got street signs now. Yeah. I think that's nice. I like the old ones too, but you know, I volunteer every day. Nobody even knows I do this. I go down there and pick up all the goose duty every day.
Oh, I always see you down there picking up stuff. I didn't know if it was dog crap or goose.
Well, I grab the dog too also, but it's mostly goose. And
Yeah, the goose. Actually, you can kind of rake that up into a pile and get it lots of times.
yeah, but I do a good. I get the cigarette butts and everything.
Good for you.
Thank you.
You gotta do something. You live right there.
Yeah, and that's why I do it. Everybody else enjoys it. It's one of them unsung hero jobs. But
Who else? Who set off all the fireworks? Was that you?
I set off my own little guys, but this year a bunch of people who live in here came down and set them off. Are your dogs all right with the fireworks?
They don't bother.
My dog hate.
The ones they don't like are those really like the quarter sticks.
Yeah, yeah,
Someone was putting off.
yeah. My dog.
But it just made them bark and carry on.
You're lucky because my dog's extremely terrified. It changes.
People are, yeah.
It changes his personality. He didn't want to go out of the house for a couple days.
Yeah, my friend's dog said she has to go in the hide in the basement with him.
We turn the air conditioners on and the TV and the music up, and we try to keep him distracted when that happens. I wasn't here last year, so I don't know what happened last year. But this year, yeah, it was okay. There was no police were called. There were no arguments. So I think it was a good 4th of July. That's Peanut and Mitzi, or Mitzi and Peanut.
Mitzi is the boxer.
Okay.
And that's Peanut, the little wonder dog. Settle. He's bigger than you are.
No, my dog hardly ever gets to see other doggies.
Mine either. That's why she's so excited. She gets to see her, my daughter's dog now and then, but even that's been way in between 10 months.
My dog has been a little has allergies, but he's starting to get. They gave him cortisone. He's starting.
And you know, right now everybody's walking back and forth to the beach.
Yeah.
Pool.
Okay.
And she is so protective of the house. She
I.
acts like she's gonna kill them. She no.
Oh, that's
And
cute.
it's bark, carry on, rah, rah, so it's like annoying.
It's so
So
cute.
we don't get to do that as much as I'd like. Okay, Peanut, come on.
All right, I guess I'm gonna roll.
Enjoy the day, enjoy the river.
Thank you. I will. And you enjoy your rest of your afternoon. We'll see you around. That was my neighbor. The boxer is Peanut, and the Shih Tzu is Mitzi. And that is Roni. And Roni hardly ever gets to see doggies. So there's already a plus for the day. Doggie's happy. This is my house. There's my hunk of junk car. That's my friend's truck. There's my kayak. I'm going down the river today. All my subscribers know about this. I've been talking about it for the longest time. Going down the Whitewater Lehigh River. So, all right. Well, I'll check in with you guys later. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. Talk to you soon.